Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're cutting through the noise to get you well informed, quickly, on a really crucial topic: comprehensive cybersecurity.
Right.
Specifically, we're looking through the lens of Quick Heal Total Security. We've got some detailed sources on its features, pros, cons, even how to use it effectively.
Yeah, quite a bit to dig into.
Our mission:
Yeah.
to pull out those key nuggets of knowledge, those aha moments about keeping your digital life safe. Make it understandable, maybe even interesting.
That's precisely it, because, digital threats are evolving so fast these days.
Constantly.
Exactly. So understanding these tools isn't just nice to have, it's becoming essential for your personal and financial safety online.
Mm.
So this deep dive should help you grasp the big picture without getting bogged down in tech speak.
Okay, perfect. Let's unpack this then. Quick Heal Total Security, it's described as a comprehensive antivirus program.
Right.
For someone like you, listening now, dealing with emails, websites, apps all day,
Hmm?
what does that actually mean, that comprehensive part?
It means it's designed to be much more than just, basic virus scanning. Think of it like a multi-layered shield for your whole digital world.
Okay.
It tackles a whole array of threats, malware, sure, but also spyware, those tricky phishing attacks. It's got real-time protection, web security, email scanning, a firewall,
Wow, okay.
even the things like parental controls. It's all aimed at total system safety and keeping things running smoothly, too.
That does sound like a lot. Can we maybe zero in on some of the more, perhaps, surprising or impactful features? What really stands out?
Yeah, definitely. What's interesting is how it tackles very specific modern concerns, like ransomware protection.
Ah, that's a big one.
Huge. It actively detects and blocks unknown ransomware, not just the stuff it already knows about, and it can automatically back up your important file.
Well, it's smart. The backup part.
It's a massive relief, right? If you're worried about losing photos or documents, that backup can be a lifesaver.
Absolutely. And what about navigating the web? Those dodgy links or privacy worries?
Yeah, vital. So Safe Browse is key there. It proactively blocks malicious or phishing websites before you land on them. Stops those accidental clicks that can cause so much trouble.
Prevents the mistake in the first place.
Exactly. And then there's dark web monitoring. This is pretty interesting. It checks if your email, passwords, that kind of thing have shown up in online data leaks.
And tells you.
Yeah, and gives recommendations. It's about proactive security, you see. Not just stopping attacks, but spotting vulnerabilities early on.
That makes sense. I also saw some features geared towards mobile devices and maybe everyday online tasks like banking.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Let's say banking is a good one. It basically creates a secure environment when you're doing online shopping or banking, protecting your financial info.
How does it do that, roughly?
It isolates the session, essentially shielding it from things like keyloggers or screen scrapers. For mobile, App Lock is useful too. Lets you lock specific apps, banking, messages, whatever, with your fingerprint or a password.
Adds another layer.
Right. And this one's quite unique. Intruder alert. If someone tries to unlock your phone and fails, it snaps a picture, grabs a location,
No way.
and emails those details to you, like a little security guard for your phone.
That's actually kind of amazing. What else on the privacy front?
There's webcam and microphone protection. It alerts you if an app tries to turn on your camera or mic without you initiating it. Helps prevent spying.
Uh-huh. Good peace of mind.
And for data you really want gone, Secure Delete permanently erases files so they can't be recovered. Standard file deletion doesn't always do that properly.
Right, you hear about recovering deleted files sometimes.
Exactly. This makes it much harder.
Okay, and what about, say, losing your phone? Or maybe managing kids' internet access?
Yep, covered too. For mobile, anti-theft lets you remotely lock a lost or stolen phone, track its location, make it sound an alarm, or even wipe all the data from it using a web console.
Essential features if it goes missing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And parental control lets you set time limits for internet use, block certain apps or websites, or filter content categories for kids. Gives parents some control. And finally, just broadening out. There's USB drive protection, stops malware spreading from infected flash drives, and PC2 Mobile Scan, which lets you scan your phone using your PC. Quite handy.
Okay, wow. That is a powerhouse of features, which I guess leads us nicely into the advantages.
Right.
What makes Quick Heal Total Security a strong contender? What are its main selling points?
Well, the biggest one has to be that comprehensive protection we've been talking about. It covers so many bases.
Just the sheer breadth of it.
Exactly. Users also often praise its user-friendly interface. It's generally seen as pretty easy to install and navigate, even if you're not super tech savvy.
That's important.
Definitely. It also has demonstrably effective malware detection. Its core scanning engine is robust. And for many, it hits a sweet spot in terms of good value for money, especially compared feature for feature with some others.
And support. If things go wrong.
Generally, they have responsive customer support, which, let's face it, is crucial when you're dealing with security software. You need help quickly if there's an issue.
True. But, okay, no software is perfect, right?
Never.
What are some of the areas where it might, fall a bit short? Or where other solutions might have an edge?
That's fair. It helps set expectations. Some independent tests show average performance in some benchmarks compared to the absolute top-tier competitors.
So maybe not the fastest scans sometimes?
Potentially, in certain specific test scenarios, day-to-day impact might vary. Also, the parental control features, while useful, might feel a bit basic or less flexible compared to dedicated parental control software.
Okay.
And while it's often good value, the higher prices for some multi-device licenses can sometimes make it less competitive if you need to cover, say, 5 or 10 devices.
The scaling costs.
Right. Finally, it does lack some modern features that are increasingly common elsewhere, things like a built-in VPN service or an integrated password manager. You'd need separate tools for those.
Got it. That's a good balanced view. So let's say someone decides, okay, this sounds like the right fit for me.
Right.
How do you actually put it to work effectively? What's the user experience like from installation through to, daily protection?
It's designed to be pretty straightforward. You download and install it, standard process, from their website or app store.
Okay.
During setup, it'll ask for certain permissions, things like device administrator access for the anti-theft to work, accessibility permissions for web security, file access for scanning. Those are important to grant.
Makes sense. It needs that access to do its job.
Exactly. Then you activate it with your license key. Pretty standard stuff.
And once it's installed, what do you actually see? What's the dashboard like?
The main interface usually gives you a clear overview, your security status, green is good, red needs attention, that sort of thing. It's typically organized into sections. Protection, scan, privacy, performance tools. Pretty logical.
Easy enough to find things.
Generally, yes. To initiate a scan, you go to the scan section. You usually get choices. A quick scan of critical system areas, a full system scan which takes longer but is more thorough, or a custom scan for specific files or drives.
And you just click Start Scan.
Pretty much, yeah. Just choose your scan type and let it run.
Okay. And what about keeping that protection strong over time? It's not just install and forget, is it?
Absolutely not. It's crucial to regularly update the software. This gets you the latest virus definitions to fight new threats. It usually updates automatically.
That's good to check.
Yeah, it's wise to manually check in the update or settings section now and then just to be sure. You also need to actively configure features.
Like turning things on.
Right. Make sure real-time protection is on, web security is enabled that might need a browser extension installed, check email protection, firewall settings. Just ensure the key shields are active.
And for mobile.
Definitely set up the anti-theft via their cloud dashboard straight away.
Well,
and if you use parental control, take the time to configure it properly for your kids.
right, customize it. And when it actually finds something dodgy, a threat.
It'll pop up a notification.
Yeah.
It usually gives you options for how to handle threats. Common ones are quarantine, delete, or sometimes repair.
And you choose.
You choose, yeah.
Right.
It'll usually recommend an action. For most things, quarantine or delete based on its recommendation is the safe bet. You can review quarantined items later if needed.
Okay, that seems manageable. Now, the practical side, cost. For our listener, understanding the investment is key.
Always.
How does Quick Heal Total Security stack up price-wise, particularly if someone's looking to buy it in Egypt?
Right. So getting precise, bang up-to-date pricing for July 2025 in Egypt specifically is tricky from general search. Prices fluctuate, local distributors have deals.
Sure, standard disclaimer, but ballpark.
Based on global rates, a single user license for 1 year might start around the $30 USD mark. If you translate that, factoring in current exchange rates and maybe the local market factors, you're probably looking at somewhere in the region of 1,450 to 1,500 Egyptian pounds.
Okay, so that gives a rough idea for a starting point.
Yeah, as a baseline. But again, always best to check locally.
And if you need to cover more devices or want a multi-year subscription,
Naturally, those multi-user packages or longer durations will scale up in price. And that's where the value question comes in again, doesn't it? You're balancing those comprehensive features against potentially higher costs for multiple devices compared to some competitors who might specialize in family packs, for instance.
so best advice?
For the most accurate, current pricing in Egypt, definitely check directly with authorized Quick Heal distributors there. Or look at reputable online stores specializing in software for the region. They'll have the latest numbers and any local offers.
Makes sense. Okay, so wrapping things up, what does this all mean for you, the listener, trying to navigate this increasingly tricky digital world?
Well, we've seen how Quick Heal Total Security really aims to be that comprehensive shield.
Right, covering a lot, from ransomware and dark web stuff to securing your banking, even finding a lost phone.
Exactly. And understanding those capabilities, their strengths, but also, importantly, their nuances, maybe where they aren't quite best in class, allows you to make a much more informed decision about your digital safety.
It's not just about clicking install.
No, definitely not. It's about understanding the threats that are actually out there, constantly changing, and knowing how your tools, whatever they are, work to combat them.
That's a really great point. And I suppose that brings us to our final thought for you to mull over today.
Okay.
With cybersecurity evolving so rapidly, how do you weigh the convenience, the integration of an all-in-one suite like Quick Heal against maybe the appeal of picking best-in-class specialized tools separately, a standalone VPN, dedicated password manager, maybe advanced parental controls?
That's the trade-off, isn't it? Convenience versus specialization.
Exactly. What does that choice ultimately mean for your own digital peace of mind? Something to think about.